I ignored every white man trying to stop me and dove straight into the ocean. The officer immediately ordered them to pull me back out, but I swam too fast, no one could catch me. This was a U.S. Navy base. In the scorching summer, white sailors were allowed to swim 6 days a week, while black sailors were only allowed on Tuesdays. I refused to accept that rule. So even with warnings, I still jumped into the sea. When I realized things were getting serious, I swam even faster, quickly leaving the white sailors chasing me far behind. I could hear the black sailors on deck cheering for me. I was punished for violating military regulations and thrown into solitary confinement, but the captain noticed me. He saw that I was different and recommended me for the Naval Academy. But once I got in, what greeted me was the spit of white teammates. Late one night, the instructor woke me by dumping cold water on me. He called it morning training, but blasted me with a high-pressure water hose. Then he shoved me underwater and forced me to practice holding my breath. I knew exactly what he was doing, trying to make me quit, but I didn't leave. I endured it all. One day, a teammate had an accident underwater. I volunteered to dive down with another sailor to rescue him. The structure collapsed again, and the other sailor ran for his life. I pulled the trapped teammate out myself. Afterward, the instructor held a commendation, but the one who was praised was the man who ran away. Everyone knew the truth, but chose to stay silent. Only the man I saved looked at me with genuine respect. That night, I went to a bar. The instructor mocked me in public. That was when I finally snapped. I challenged him on the spot, a breath-holding contest. This wasn't just a competition, it was a final fight for dignity. The water slowly rose past our noses. At first, neither of us reacted. At the 5-minute mark, the instructor started bleeding from his nose. The referee immediately opened the hatch. I defeated that arrogant white instructor. A few days later, he came to me and tried to convince me to quit. He even told me not to take the final exam.
Without diving, you're nothing but a lost, broke down some used to be something.
He completely lost control and smashed my radio on the spot.
Just don't show up tomorrow. Pappy ain't gonna let you pass.
The next day, I still stood at the exam site. The rule was simple: assemble the parts correctly underwater. But the commander ordered the instructor to slash my tool bag, sending every part to the ocean floor. One by one, the other trainees finished and went ashore. Night fell. I had been underwater for 9 hours. I was shaking from the cold. The instructor requested to pull me up, but the commander refused. He disobeyed the order and pulled me up anyway. It was a fully assembled propulsion unit. In the end, I passed the exam. When they pulled me out, my face was purple, but my eyes were still steady. That's when I finally understood. I wasn't trying to beat them. I was proving I hadn't betrayed myself. On the day I left, I noticed the smashed radio had been repaired by the instructor. Some apologies don't need to be spoken.